plug leads on. I had to alter the spark plugs a bit. Then I did the timing, adjusted the carburetor. Surprisingly, it worked really well almost straight away. So I'm chuffed with that. I spent the whole morning on it, so it sort of delayed me on my videos. But happy Thanksgiving, guys! Is there a Thanksgiving song? Happy Thanksgiving, America! So I've got half an hour before I get the kids. I've just had some dinner. So I've still got a cold, still got flu. So I've made myself like a chicken and egg vegetable soup. And there was a pork chop, so I had that as well. I did put a bit of honey on it as well. My tummy's still a bit queasy. But I'm okay, I feel okay, yeah? So I've got my granddad coat on. Ella's with us. Ella, come on. Oh look, she's posing for the camera. Are you posing? No. Ella, Team Elvis Ella. Ella's celebrating Thanksgiving as well. I keep saying it, guys. I wish we had a Thanksgiving. So my son has been talking to me, wants me to drive him somewhere to look at a car, a Volkswagen Polo, 2013, £3,200. I'm like, seems a bit expensive. Quite an old car. He's got his heart set on it. So there's a possibility I'm going to go there today. The way I tend to do it with him is we'll go halves. I'll give him half, he'll pay the other half. Something like that, anyway. I help him on the insurance, stuff like that. He's 17. He wrote off his other car, but it wasn't fully his fault because the guy in front of him unexpectedly broke hard. The mistake Rio made is that he should have stayed further back, and in anticipation of people making mistakes in front of him, if he had been further back and accelerated not so quick, because he obviously tried to zoom off really fast, he wouldn't have hit that car. And the car he had was actually very nice. So, bit gutted, but he'll end up with a better car. Maybe it's taught him a lesson to slow down, be more careful. So in England, Thanksgiving is just a completely normal day for us. Nothing different. Everyone goes to work as normal. We don't have lovely Thanksgiving food to eat. We're not celebrating and exchanging presents and mixing with friends and family. We're just having a normal day. Walking Ella. Lovely Ella. So, so when I woke up today, I did want to celebrate Thanksgiving because half of you guys that are a part of Defending Elvis, part of Team Elvis, Elvis Defenders, that's what I call you. Elvis Defenders. Do you remember Space Invaders, guys? Do you remember Space Invaders? Elvis Defenders. Has the same sort of ring to it. I remember Space Invaders. I was obsessed with it. Eventually we could buy them on little games, couldn't we, and bring them home, little game consoles at home, and we could play Space Invaders. It was like, wow, you can play Space Invaders at home. And then it got more advanced, didn't it? Atari games, and I remember that period. I couldn't afford any of it. I used to go on my friends. I do remember buying the first ever, my mum bought me the first ever home computer. It was called a ZX81. It was made by Sinclair. Do you remember that? The scientist Sinclair? You British people may know it. Or actually, it could have been in America as well. Hi, Nicola. Are you watching? So Nicola has been sending me a few pictures. Nicola's using Gemini, and she sends me loads of interesting pictures of me and my family. Hi, Tammy. I've got half an hour. I thought I'd just go for a little walk with Ella. Ella's happy. Ella, you okay? She's funny. If I stop, she stops. If I keep walking, she keeps walking. She doesn't sort of pull ahead, which is good. So, of course, we're celebrating the strikes have gone. Of course, this is the first live we've done, proper live, where we've got no strikes. Our channel now has no strikes. None at all, not even one. Now, we have 3 proper Elvis channels. We have, obviously, Elvis Presley, Defending Elvis Presley. Hi, Sarge. We have Defending Elvis Presley. Then we have Elvis Presley Fan on Keto, which I do want to start doing some carnival keto videos on that. At the moment, I was dedicating all my time to defending Elvis, but now the strikes have gone, I'll start doing a couple of videos on Elvis Presley Fan on Keto and Elvis Presley long lost footage. So none of our channels have strikes, none. We have 3 Elvis channels, not one strike. Amazing. Who'd have thought it? If someone 2 weeks ago said to me, every single strike will be removed and YouTube will side on your side, I wouldn't have believed them. Now, once I did a load of research and understood how copyright law works and all that, it's wonderful news, isn't it? Once I understood how the system works on YouTube, the legal system in America and England, I knew this day was coming. Sarge, that's impossible. Sarge, we will get strikes. We will get strikes. Guys, if you lot think I'm never going to get another strike, you're in dream world. We will get strikes, yeah? But you got to remember, they will always be removed. They will always be removed because I now know the system of YouTube and how it works. Yeah, it's very simple. As long as I am using other people's clips and footage within fair use law, the strikes will always be removed. You know, the reason we had all 5 strikes removed. The reason we had all 5 strikes removed is because I did nothing wrong. You have to remember that, guys. I didn't get strikes because I did something wrong or made a mistake. I got strikes because people abused the YouTube copyright system to get me a strike, to get strikes on me. People came together to try and do enough strikes to shut me down. That's basically what happened, guys. There's no getting away from that. That is what happened, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes, not a fact. I disagreed with people. They don't like my opinions, so because of it, they came together to try and shut me down. Yeah, Tammy, I became a pro at YouTube copyright rules. There's been 4 channels that have tried to shut me down. 4 channels have come together to try and shut me down. It's not right. It's not right. But it happened. It forced me to learn how the copyright system, the copyright rules work. And that's it. Now I know how it works, guys. No one's shutting me down. It's not going to happen because I work within fair use copyright law. There is nothing wrong with me doing a video, a reaction video, whether it be a picture or someone else's video footage. There is nothing wrong with it. There is no law in the land that stops me. Right, 1 second, guys. Oh, yes. Hello, you saying hello? Whoops. Right. There is not one law in the land that stops me from doing reaction video or reacting to a picture or to a clip. Not one law. Yeah, nice clouds, yeah, Sarge? Remember, go and look on YouTube, guys. There are millions and millions of people doing reaction videos. Millions. There is nothing wrong with it. But if you want to abuse the YouTube rules and ask for a strike, YouTube have to give it. They have to give it. 1 second. Let me see the clouds again, guys. Okay. Right, back again. Yeah, they're doing anything they can to shut us down, to stop our freedom of speech, to stop defending Elvis, to stop what we do, defend Elvis. There is a massive group, well, not massive, there is a group of people that will do anything to shut us down. And that includes the abuse of YouTube's copyright strike system. Don't forget, YouTube are fully aware of it now. I've told them. I have done three formal complaints against these people. YouTube know exactly what's happening. Don't forget, YouTube are very up for, they're very in favor of freedom of speech, YouTube, yeah? As long as it's not defamatory or slanderous. Now, yeah, we defend Elvis, we defend Lisa and the bloodline, but we're not slanderous and defamatory. We don't do that. We just list the facts from our research and we defend. It's that simple. A big part of the reason of what happened to our channel was because we have different views on the book Elvis, What Happened. It's that simple. We have different views on different Elvis topics. That's all it is, guys. It's never more than that. Different views on Priscilla, different views on the history of Elvis, different views on families like the Smiths or the Stanleys or the Memphis Mafia. That's all it is, guys. Nothing more than that. It's never personal. It becomes personal when these people start calling us personal names. When there is an attack on us as people, as human beings, then it can become personal, can't it? So I'm an expert on YouTube rules, guys. We will be getting other strikes. It will happen. And I will, every single one I dispute will go in favor of me. And that's because I know the rules. I never ever make a video outside of YouTube's copyright rules, ever. I always, every single video and live stream I do is covered by fair use copyright law. I never commit copyright infringement, ever. And that is why, even if there was 10 strikes done on me today, every one of them would go in my favor as soon as I do a counter notification, because I know the rules, I know the system. I predicted 3 weeks ago, thanks Tammy, I predicted 3 weeks ago that every single copyright would be removed. I predicted it, yeah, in my favor, yeah. I knew it because I know the rules. I get sent emails, quite rude emails, people trying to preach to me the copyright rules, and they're wrong. The people trying to tell me what the copyright rules are concerning copyright infringement are wrong. They just don't, they don't know what they're talking about. And that is why I knew I was gonna win all of these 5 counter notifications, every one of them. Don't forget, there was 2 other YouTubers that did this as well. Was it 2 or 3? Let me just think. 3 other. There was 3 other YouTubers. In total, I'm just trying to add the numbers up in my head. Yeah, in total, 4 YouTubers. 4 YouTubers, Elvis channels, tried to get me shut down using the copyright, abusing YouTube's copyright law system. And every one of them made fools of themselves because every one of them were thrown out. Every one of them sided with me. It's that simple. It is what it is, guys. But I do think we must forgive. Hi, Cal. How are you? You enjoying Thanksgiving? Cal, are you in Australia? But I do think we have to forgive, guys. Sergeant, are you enjoying Thanksgiving? Hi, Karen. Karen's in England. Karen doesn't... We English people, unfortunately, we miss out of Thanksgiving. It's not fair. I want my turkey and ham. So look, here we are, here's the building topic. Yeah, Jen, love and truth always win. But guys, it is nice to have no strikes. It is. It is nice. Honestly, it was like... And then eventually, once all the strikes got removed, YouTube sent me a personal message. You have no strikes. Yes, massive. Sergeant, look at the size. Sergeant, it's 3 buildings. It's 3 buildings. Ella, you right? Come on, Ella. What's the matter? Yeah, Karen, it was a lot of hard work. I'm not going to lie to you. It was a lot of hard work. I enjoyed it. I know it sounds weird, guys. I actually enjoyed it. I found it really interesting. I really enjoyed learning about American law, how the law system works in America. I really enjoyed learning about British law. I don't forget, I've had lawsuits before, so I understand British lawsuits. Yeah. To do with my properties and business, yeah, never personal. And so I liked it. I'm interested in law. I also find copyright law very interesting. I also find it really interesting learning about copyright infringement, like about how the fair use law works. It's bloody fascinating, guys. I also like reading all of YouTube's policies. YouTube has got some very, very interesting policies concerning defamation, slander, harassment, bullying. It's bloody interesting. Hi, Jean, how are you? I think I've got a new hobby. I've got a new hobby. My new hobby, defending Louis. What do you reckon, guys? Defending Louis, does that sound like a good hobby to you? So anyway, happy Thanksgiving to the Americans. We have, I think it's 46% of you guys that are on my channel defending Elvis, Elvis defenders, Space Invaders, yeah? Do you remember the sound when you shoot the fire button? Did any of you remember playing Space Invaders when you were kids? Oh, thanks, Tammy. Do any of you remember the arcade games that we loved when we were kids? Space Invaders was one of them. Space Invaders was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah? Then you had, I'm trying to remember the names of them. Tell me some names. Think of the games you played in the arcades in England or America and around the world, because obviously we've got loads of you in Australia and Canada and New Zealand and many other countries. Astro Wars, yes, I remember Astro Wars. Pac-Man, bloody hell. The Pac-Mans we had were sit-down ones. Yeah, battles with your brother. It's funny because me and my brother, yeah, Donkey Kong, oh my God, I love Donkey Kong. All those games, I would play them now. I love them. Love, love, love. I love the arcades. Don't forget where I grew up, Mario Brothers, that's it. Where I grew up, there was there was 5 amusement arcades in front of where I grew up. Pac-Man was amazing. Don't forget, eventually we could bring the games home, couldn't we? At first, you had to go to the amusement arcade. Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog. Wow. Sergeant, that's a great one. So at first, we used to have to go down the arcades and spend our 10p's. Yeah, traditional arcades. But then, eventually, we could buy the games and take them home, couldn't we? So, great memory. I've got so many good memories of just hanging out with my friends at the arcades. Pandemonium, is that a game? You're in Hastings. Loads of arcades. Is that Hastings in the UK, Cal? Hi, Hillbilly. Hi, Matthew. Donkey Kong, come on. We love all these games. We love them. I miss them. My happiest memories are hanging out at the arcades when I'm about 10 years old with my mates. Good days. And I really loved pinball as well. I loved pinball. Pinball was really... I remember there was an Elton John Pinball Wizard. There was a Rocky pinball, I remember that. There was a $6 Million Man pinball, I remember that. I'm just trying to think. Think of some pinball games. I'm a pinball wizard. Do you know that film? I love it. Tommy. The film Tommy, I love it. Isn't Anne Margaret in that film? Isn't Anne Margaret in Tommy? I'm a big fan of The Who, guys. I've always liked The Who. The Who, for me, are brilliant. One of my favourite bands, yeah? I love Roger Daltrey. Yeah, Kiss. There was a Kiss pinball, wasn't there? So, do you know what? I love my childhood. I really do. Even though I had, I had a very poor childhood. And, in the olden days, I do think dads were too strict. But I've got good memories of my childhood. I had being with my twin brother, hanging out down the arcades. I had a skateboard. I loved my skateboard. I had roller skates. I loved my roller skates. What else did I love? My bike. My dad didn't buy me a bike. My dad didn't buy me a bike until I was 11. Could you imagine not having a bike? Could you imagine not having a bike till you were 11? I think he did it to keep me safe. Yeah, do you know what? Even though I had a difficult time with my dad, I also had a really good time with my dad. Because my dad was funny and charming and handsome. And so it went from one extreme to the other. Because my dad had a gambling problem, he would get stressed up. So he would go from one extreme to the other. I always remember thinking how handsome my dad was. The candy cane cardboard game. I don't know that one. Tammy, the candy cane cardboard game. I don't remember that. I remember the $6 Million Man dolls, because I had one. I had a $6 Million Man watch. Yeah, so with my dad, it would go from one extreme to the other. We'd either get on really well or not. My dad was very charming. The ladies definitely liked my dad. Very handsome. He loved dressing up. You catch my dad in a good mood, he was the best. But you catch him in a bad mood, not good. I was naughty. I was a naughty kid. So sometimes I deserved it. And in the 70s, the way you controlled your family and punished your family, very different. It wouldn't be accepted now. I was a naughty kid, I used to nick sweets and stuff like that. And I'd have a cigarette, Luckily, I never liked pot. Pot was never my thing. And I wasn't a drinker, And I think I had my first drink when I was about 15. At 15 years old, we go to the park. Yeah, I did. Tammy, did I have big wheel car? Yes. I had I had a Hillman Imp, which is a really old small car, but I put big wheels on it. I did soup it up. I had leopard skin fur in it and gold tinted windows and wide wheel arches. And so yeah, I did. I bought my first car when I was 16. So at 16 years old, I bought a car and I customized it. Yeah, it was different, Karen. It was different. Yeah, it's it's a shame it was different because it's not nice, is it? Even at school, they could hit you. Even at school, they could hit you. But I would never hit my kids or my wife. Never. If any of my kids were hit or my wife was hit, there'd be a total shock. Because they know I'm not like that. They know that I'm very against hitting of women and children. And in fact, they know that because of the childhood that I had, that I'm really against it. Yeah. So I can lose my temper a little bit, not that much. When I do lose my temper, I say sorry. Yeah, there we are, Pat. Many of us have been through it, haven't we? But if I lose my temper with my kids, which I very rarely do, guys, very rarely, I say sorry after about 5 minutes. I'll be like, will you stop doing that? And then I'll say to them, oh, sorry. They laugh at me. Yeah, in my school, they could whip you with a cane, yeah? In my school, if you were naughty, you got caned with a stick. Yeah, and on your back and on your hand. It was bloody wrong. And on your bum, yeah? And on your legs as well. So very, very violent. And that was very young. I remember the first time I got the cane, I was 6 years old. So pretty cruel. Pretty tough educational system in the UK, yeah? So I actually didn't like my first years at school, when I was like 5, 6, I didn't like it that much because I was taken away from my twin brother. So obviously me and my twin were together every day. From the moment we were born till we went to school, we were together every day. Right, let's get around here. Right. So we were together every day, yeah? From the moment I was born to the moment we went to school, okay? The school made a decision to separate us. So we were known as the terrible twins. So the school made a decision to separate the twins, Louis and Andreas. And I struggled with that, yeah? I remember the first 3 years being at school, pining for my twin brother. I was missing my twin brother. Now, my twin brother was a bit more stronger in the way of he made friends much quicker than I did. So he was fine, but I wasn't, yeah? So I've always found that when they separated us at school, Elvis helped me through that. Because don't forget, I discovered Elvis at that age, yeah? So there's many things that Elvis helped me get past. And me missing my twin brother at age 5 at school, Elvis helped take my mind off missing my twin. Come on, when you're a twin, guys, you're very close. And we are identical twins. So, yeah, just one of the things. And then I had to go home to a pretty violent father. So, yeah. But I also have really good memories. That's the weird thing, guys. We have a Rick. Hi, Rick. Ricklet, is that what it is? How are you? Is that a new name? Welcome to Team Elvis. So, guys, I want to play. I'm nearly home now. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, by the way. Yeah, there we are. Elvis was a twin. Hi, Jean. How are you? All right, bye, Tammy. You take care. Love you. You got the slipper from your mum, Lorna. Well, at least the slippers are soft. You went to a Catholic school my entire life. I remember the nun taping the closet door, taping you to the closet door. Ah, we've all got memories of our childhood being abused by the schooling system, the teaching system. But it makes us stronger, doesn't it, guys? Doesn't it make us stronger? Right, I'm nearly home. I'm gonna cut through here. Ba ba ba. Come on. Ooh, it's a bit stodgy. Ah, very muddy. Do you know what? No matter what I say about my childhood, about my school years, I still love my life. I still I had many happy memories as well as bad memories. And sometimes I deserved the punishments I got because I was quite naughty. So it sort of led me to where I am today, really. So in a weird way, I probably wouldn't change anything. I loved being a twin. I had two lovely sisters, Vivian and Dora, who are still alive, still with us. My mum was very sweet. I had a very sweet mum. She's still alive. She's in a nursing home. She's 80. She's healthy. Yeah. So it wasn't all bad. Yeah. And I actually feel sorry. My dad died age 64. Well, 64 is way too young to die. And I know that my dad died because smoking. He was a very, very heavy smoker. So to any of you guys out there that are still smoking, you must give it up. Give up the smoking, guys. I used to smoke. I started. Yeah, so Sarge, Vivian is 59 and Dora is 60. So there was a year gap for each of the sisters. So all right, we're nearly home. I've got to go and get the kids from school now. I might take the camper van. I don't know, so the roads are a bit wet, so I probably won't actually. No, I won't, because I don't want to get the camper van wet. Yeah, we all smoked. Didn't we all smoke, guys? I didn't start drinking till I was 15, and even then it would just be at the park. We'd have some vodka and orange or something. But I remember drinking Pernod once, and it made me feel sick. I remember having Southern Comfort. I remember we had a bit of cider, but I didn't like the taste of cider. Sometimes we had Baileys. I didn't like Baileys. It made me feel sick. Hi, Tony. You're a bit late, mate. We're going now. But I will try and get back on one more time. I want to play Donna Presley's Thanksgiving video. So we've done a couple of videos this morning. I managed to fix the camper van. Lenny is fixed and working. That made me happy. We did a Thanksgiving video, which I'm pleased about. You know, for Elvis, because Elvis loved Christmas and Thanksgiving. So we sort of discussed Elvis's life concerning Thanksgiving, his generosity, how kind he was, how much he enjoyed Christmas. Come on, let's face it, Elvis loved Christmas. So, okay, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you. So, to the people in America, happy Thanksgiving. I send you love. I really appreciate all of your support. I'm so pleased that we've got rid of all the strikes now. I'm going to have to forgive. I'm going to have to forgive the people that went out of their way to group together and shut me down. I'm going to have to forgive you. I won't forget it, but I'm going to forgive you and move on. So anybody trying to put strikes on me now, you're wasting your time, because I will get them removed. I repeat, anyone trying to put strikes on me now, you're wasting your time. We do have the freedom of speech. We have the First Amendment. We do have the right to have different opinions. We have the right to agree, to disagree. It's that simple. We defend. Elvis needs defending. Elvis deserves better.